now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
Well, hello, friend. It is Monday morning, June 17th, the day after Father's Day. Happy Father's Day out there. I'm the only dad in here. But did you guys do anything for your fathers on Father's Day? Case, not even a call? Not a text?
Shot homie a text.
Shot homie a text. Chin?
Yeah, my dad came by to my apartment. We just had food. Korean food and Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Mm-hmm. Shake. What do you love? Shake Shake? I call it Shake Shake. That's what me and the kids call it. Shake Shake.
Yeah, the Stack Shack. Have you had that? It's the one that has
Chew?
like no, it's like the mushroom that has it's deep fried with cheese inside the mushroom.
I'm out.
And a beef patty.
Oh no.
Oh, it's awesome. And then just regular Shack burgers, which are great.
Well, that's nice, dude. Did you drink last night or this morning?
Not this morning. I
Really?
I don't do.
No.
I cut it in half now.
Oh, damn. Getting better, dude.
Getting better.
Getting better out there, man. That's cool. Yeah, man. As far as fights news, as far as actual fights, not too much going on. You had that sleepy fight night over the weekend. But as far as drama goes, it's been a packed couple of days. I mean, packed. You got the Conor news. Told you. You got the Conor news. Okay? You got the Conor news. You got Khamzat falling out. You got the epic fight between Anderson Silva and Chael Sonnen. Just a real slobber knocker. My God, those boys, they left it all on the line.
Didn't hold back.
Why? Yeah, just so proud of both of them.
Oh, man.
Get that money, Chael. I get it, Doug. I get it. But yeah, there's all sorts of news. A real housewives of the UFC. It's been drama filled, man. Where do we start, Chin? Where do we start, man?
You want to start with Conor?
We can start with Conor. I got word of this a hot second ago, but it was like day by day too, and their team did a good job like keeping it under wraps. I have my sources. My sources aren't who you think they are either. But I got wind of this quite early, and I'm not a journalist. You know, I'm not Ariel or Luke Thomas where they get 3 sources and confirm. So fuck out of here. I shoot from the hip, man. The source I got, I'm like, say less. Fights off. But UFC's going to ban your credentials. Fights off. I don't go to them anyway. But I'm not trying to mess up UFC news or anything like that. I was just like, Ariel put out something that I was like, it's 100% not happening. But he has to do it the right way. He went to school for that shit. Now, fights off. Hey, man, you didn't confirm that. Fight's off. All right. And then it comes out, it's a bummer. Isn't it a bummer, Case?
Yeah.
You're such a fan.
Yeah, I was pumped for him to come back. But I'd rather, he not come back at all than come back even slightly compromised.
This is a big one because if he came back even slightly compromised, it's a tough fight. Stylistically, it's the perfect fight for him to come back to. But you lose this one and it's this chapter's over. So I'd rather him be 100% and push it. I've heard they're pushing it till December, but then his injury's not that bad. So maybe we're looking at, September at the Sphere would be dope, but it doesn't sound like they're lining that up. You imagine seeing Conor in the Sphere?
That'd be awesome.
Bro, wild. But it's Mexican, what is it, Independence Day? So I don't know. They're saving just Mexicans for that card, which is stupid. Like, what Mexican would be upset if Conor's on there? I mean,
18,600 capacity. But
it's gonna be one of one.
Yeah.
Like they're not going back. They're super expensive. Like headline that with Conor would be ridiculous. We don't know too much about the injury. It's tough, man. It's tough. I hate when people tell me stuff and then I don't know what to say. It's like, I know what's going on. Hopefully that he makes a sweet recovery and everything goes good, and Conor's going to do his thing and he'll be fine. They're going to figure it out. The bummer is for Chandler.
Oh my God. Yeah.
My God. Chandler's that girlfriend right now that has been waiting and waiting for the ring, and he's just not doing it, dude. He's just not getting down on the knee. And everything's perfect, and you're expecting the big news, and it's just not happening. But what else is he going to do? Like, you've waited this long. You're not going to go back out there on the dating scene and join Bumble or Grindr or whatever the hell kids are doing these days. No, man, you gotta ride it through. You've gone down this far. If you want that big ring, that red panty night, you got to see it through. Because let's say he were to fight on the, was it 302?
303.
303. Let's say he were to fight Max Holloway for BMF, and then Conor's ready to go in August, September, October. You're out, dude. So all this time you've waited, you know? And I think it's good they just removed Conor from it, removed Conor and Chandler, and then put in, you know, the light heavyweights. It's better. Instead of mixing and matching, like, Chandler, just hold it down, dude. Just wait a little longer, you know? That would be the move. But yeah, it's a bummer. But also that card, now I know casual and like people that love Conor, like, oh, this is a nightmare. I can't believe it. And but it is International Fight Week. Like, if you do have tickets to go to it, definitely still go. Because as far as on paper and stylistically and quality fighters, this is a better card now. It's a better card. Now, it's not. Now, I know there's nothing like a Conor fight. I'm with you 100%, man. I love him. I'd cancel my flight. But I'm just saying, if you're a fight fan, man, this card is so damn good. It's a better card now. It just is. The Alex Pereira Jiri fight, gangster. Obviously, they fought before, but and this is my thing. When I said Alex Pereira, I rank higher than Islam Makhachev as far as pound for pound. This is why. This is why. Like, my pound for pound is a dude who's willing to fight whoever, whenever. It's not perfect circumstances. Again, look at his strength of schedule compared to Islam's. And people are like, oh, you never give Islam respect. It could be. It's not about that. If you were talking, it's respect. If you're even talking about him in the pound for pound conversation, that's respect. That's how damn good he is. But I'm just saying, part of my pound for pound number one is doing stuff like this. Doing stuff like this. Short notice. Title fight on the line. They call you up. You're in Australia doing press or doing seminars. And he's like, yeah, I'm down. What? That's why he's number one. Shit like that, dude. Shit like that. That's gangster, man. Now that's gangster. And this, why I like this is because it's not like Alex and Jiri. So it's not like Jiri was planning for a fight and was in camp, and then they just switched opponents. And so Alex coming on short notice. That's a disaster for Alex. They both got short notice. You both got the same amount of time. And they fought before, so you at least can be familiar with his tendencies, stuff like that. So it's not just a shot in the dark. You've never been in there with the guy. Yeah, the only alarming part is who knows what kind of shape they're in for 5 rounds. Not that I think this can go 5 rounds, but I'm just saying that's where it gets dicey. But Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez is the fight. Like, whoever had tickets to this and you're planning on canceling, if you just enjoy violence at its highest level, this would be the reason you go. Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez, ridiculous fight. And UFC did it, man, for International Fight Week. They pulled out some tasty matchups. I get it. Conor's not. I get it. I get it. But, dude, this is freaking good. Short notice, too. Freaking good, man. Not bad. Anthony Smith, Carlos Ulberg. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. I know Anthony Smith was asking for the Alex Pereira fight, and they went the other way. For Carlos Ulberg, I mean, either way, huge fight. Anthony Smith's a big name. But, boy, to go from fighting Hill to that, he's probably like, all right. But Anthony Smith, big name, dude. You know who suffers the, again, it's still going to be a great card. I think it's a better card stylistically and matchup-wise. You know who suffers the most on this entire thing? Besides Chandler. But he'll get his. But you know who suffers the most out of all this? Ian Gary. Ian Gary. Because he was supposed to be on there. Remember, he's basically, they thought maybe co-main event, Conor card. You have the Irish fans tune in. The Irish public's there, you know, in person. Now Conor's off. That would have been a huge kind of boost for him. He'll be fine, but I'm just saying he takes a big hit. Bueno, Silva, and Macy. Take that off, though, right?
Yeah, so
Hey,
it's weird.
get that out of here, right? I'm not saying they don't deserve. They definitely deserve to be on the card. That's a fun fight. Main card. Get it out, right? Get it out.
Yeah.
Get that shit out of my face. Now, I'm not saying not on the prelim, stuff like that. Main card, International Fight Week. Fuck my mouth. Right? You have to bleep that out. Oh, that frustrates me. Because Alex Pereira, Jiri, Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez, Anthony Smith, Carlos Olberg, Ian Machado Gary, Michael Venom Page, Joe Pfeiffer, Cub Swanson, Andre Fili. Fire. Shout out to Andre Arlovsky, still doing it. Ricky Simone. That's a weird one they put that on there.
Yeah, so Ian and Paige are opening the main card, but that's a weird spot for Myra and Macy Chiasson. I don't get it. Like even Cub and Andre or Joe Pfeiffer and MAB should take that slot.
I don't know. It makes no sense. I'm not going to try and figure it out right now. It's early.
Yeah, Pfeiffer is the one that ends the prelims, and then they jump to Ian and Paige. But Swanson and Feely should probably be where Myra is, right?
Literally pick any other matchup.
Or any other one.
Literally pick anything else. No, that's not a fun fight, but it's pay-per-view. Click on that for me, too. There has to be something going on there. I guess we can do some first 48 here and figure it out.
Which one for Myra?
Yeah, sure.
She lost the title shot, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Go to the other girl.
Macy? I don't know who Penny is.
I don't know. That's tough. I don't know. Either way, good card, but that I don't know why they do that. Certain things, maybe because there's no stars in the women's division right now. And they're like trying to. But is this the time to do it? That doesn't make any sense. That hurts my brain.
It's on their official UFC
That hurts my
website,
brain
too.
today. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not ideal. Let's take a little break, kids, because UFC 303 is coming. Oh, my God. It's a big boy. Even though Conor's off, the UFC did their damnness, and they're bringing the fire with Jiri, Alex Pereira. You got Brian Ortega, Lopez. I think it's a better card overall, and you can make bank and bet on this card and this Saturday's card in Saudi Arabia. You got Whittaker headlining. You got Volkov on there. You have fun fights, man, and you can make bank, and that one's free on ABC. But if you watch the UFC, you want to make bank, dude, you got to get with DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC, and they have a great card, not only this Saturday for a fight night, but also at 303. It's going down. If you're new to DraftKings, listen up. New customers can get a no-sweat bet up to $1,500. Just make a minimum deposit of $5, and you'll get a bonus bet back in the amount of your original bet if your first bet doesn't hit. I said bet way too many times. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the code SCHAUBSHOW. That's code SCHAUBSHOW for the new customers to get a no-sweat bet. Say bet again. Up to $1,500 if your first bet doesn't hit. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-878-97777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. One no sweat bet per new customer. Issued as one bonus bet based on the amount of initial losing bet. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/MMA for eligibility, wagering, and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
That card's tasty, though. I'll tell you what takes this card's gonna be fine. No Conor, there's no way to replace that. So, but again, stylistically, matchup wise, it's a much better card now. This thing's so tasty, but that's not for what is this, 2 weeks away? Because this coming Saturday, you got Saudi Arabia. This one, I think, this one hurt my feelings when Khamzat pulled out. Again, dude, it's tough to ride for him right now. He's making it tough. He's making it tough. And you know, so they filled in, how gangster is Robert Whittaker? Dude, no upside to this. No upside. You're fighting an unknown, really, especially the casuals, people out there, not a big name guy, tough as hell. His one loss is to Khamzat. He got knocked out, but you're talking about old shit, man. Talking about back in the day. Why you bring up old shit? He's undefeated since, you know? But for Robert Whittaker, my God, man, no upside. And also, unless the UFC was like, hey, listen, we know this is a disaster. You're not fighting Khamzat anymore. But if you get by this dude with like a good knockout, we'll give you the title shot next. Maybe. Otherwise, why would you take it? He's just a warrior. But man, does nothing for you. Tough fight. Not a big name. He gets still on ABC, though. This one surprised me the most. Now, you know who they were trying to fill in for Robert Whittaker? Robert Whittaker versus Bo Nickel. But he was hunting in Montana and didn't have service. I'm not mad he didn't have service. Especially, I just think, I love Bo. I do think he's a future champ. It's just, you can't go from Cody Brundage and have that performance where it wasn't, people are hating on him for it. It's just learning curve. I'm glad he had that now until, because what you don't want to learn is, I have a lot to work on against Robert Whittaker or Khamzat or insert whoever you want in the middleweight division. So it's almost a blessing. God was like, let's go ahead and cut off his service. T-Mobile was like, let's not do this, Now, I'm not saying he can't beat Robert Whittaker, but that's a tough one on short notice and coming off that Cody Brundage fight. Like, that's tough. Now, if they have a 12-week camp, all right, that would make sense. But short notice, Robert Whittaker, that ain't the move for his young career. That ain't the move. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. For Robert Whittaker, good God. This card's fun, but it just doesn't have that same spicy meatball. It just doesn't have that kick in the nuts with some high heels on, It just doesn't have that anymore. Sergey Pavlovich, Volkov, that's fun. Kelvin Gastelum, Daniel Rodriguez, that's a fun one. Johnny Walker, Ozdemir. How are you not going to put our boy the Pirate on the main card? A.K.A. Nick Davis, Shera. Magomedov, he's fun. But the whole card's good.
Yeah, but that one thing with Khamzat, he made the entire card, to be honest, him and Whittaker.
It was the appeal of the. It was like, oh my God, first real test for Khamzat, Robert Whittaker, who's
amazing test
beats everybody not named Izzy. Like, let's do this, man. And then it'll break your heart. And I've heard multiple reports. Some say it was food poisoning, which no last 1 day, 2 day max if your ball's deep in some weird fish. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't track. Do we know what it is?
Well, that was a rumor, so we have it here too. But so one of them was he was going to actually retire, but then his manager said that was just straight up rumors. And there's a picture of him. His manager posted of him in the hospital, Khamzat.
It's like a children's hospital.
And they covered. I don't know.
See those dope ass owls in the back and butterflies.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it's a little baby's hospital.
I wonder what's going on. Dude, he's had that long COVID. The longest COVID. Because remember when he got COVID and was like saying, he was having issues from it? Food poisoning. Whatever guy on his team was like, say it's food poisoning. Has never had food poisoning. Food poisoning does not last a long time.
That's why I don't think
Maybe he ate some pufferfish or some shit, dude, that we don't know about. Some weird, like, rare scallops or some shit. He's rich, so we don't know. Food poisoning always dangerous, except a fight with food poison. Knew his state. Knew they wouldn't be able to fight. That's why he called it off. Yeah.
So this guy is his aide, whatever that is. Maybe
that guy?
Yeah. And then he said he heard from other teammates that it was food poisoning. So not even directly. So I don't really believe that it's food poisoning.
Food poisoning is not going to work. And also, if it would food poisoning, don't tell us that.
Yeah, that's just
because then it's definitely not a reason to pull out from a fight. That's such a bad look. Man, he just can't. The train keeps getting derailed. It just keeps fucking getting derailed. This was it.
Yeah, this
was it. You win this title shot. This was it. Now he's in children's hospital. I can't believe no one noticed that. Those cute ass owls and the butterflies. That ain't a grown man hospital. You can't be a grown man with the owls on a little twig and butterflies in the back. But maybe they're packed. They just put his big ass in the kids' room. You know? God, it's a shame, dude.
Yeah.
His buddy was like, it's food poisoning. Yeah, you fucked him, dude. That ain't going to work. You should go, it's the longest COVID. It's the longest COVID. Ask Fauci. I don't know what they can do. What is going on? What is it? Be nice to know. And then with his visa issues, I wonder if the UFC's just like, fuck it. How about that, dude? How about that? It's just, again, I keep going back. It's like that hot girl. You're trying to make it work because she's so hot and you're trying to make it work and there's a ton of red flags and you keep trying and nothing ever works out. Eventually, just you go, fuck it. Because UFC, we're trying, dude. My God, I don't work for them. But I'm just saying, they're trying. They're trying to get everything done. Saudi Arabia, man, if he wins this title shot, they keep trying. It's just not working. It's so frustrating. I'm frustrated for him. And that's why you got a Bo Nickel. Did you see they leaked the Bo Nickel fight?
No, I just saw the one that you're talking about where Bo Nickel couldn't get reception.
Oh, Bubba, I wish you looked into it more. I really
Bo Nickel's leaked fight?
Well, not leaked. He announced it. It's a tough one. Let's take a little break because this episode of the Schaub Show is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. And insurance can be overwhelming. You don't know what to do. But listen, Progressive is so freaking easy. They do the hard work of comparing rates so you can find a great rate that works just for you, even if it's not with them. Give their nifty comparison tool a try. And you might just find getting the rate and coverage you deserve is easy. All you need to do is visit Progressive's website to get a quote with all the coverages you want, like comprehensive, collision coverage, or personal injury protection. Then you'll see Progressive Direct Rate, and their tool will provide options from other companies all lined up and ready to compare. So it's simple to choose the rate and coverages you like. Press play on comparing auto rates. Quote at progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Oh, I think I found it.
Oh, there you go. It's a rumor. Bo Nickel, Adolfo. That's a good fight. That's a tough test for him.
309.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I like this comment. 5 months to train for Adolfo. UFC not taking any risk. Pretty typical, dude. And it's not 5 months. He'll go into camp, maybe 8 weeks before, but that's pretty typical. You get heads up. I don't think they're like protect him or anything. That ain't an easy fight either. That ain't an easy fight at all. That's a great fight. That's Adolfo there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, world-class jiu-jitsu. Striking's getting better too, so we'll see. God, the fight gods just said, you know what? You guys have had it too good for too long. You've had it too good for too long. It was popping. I mean, May was tough, but before that, it popping, dude. In boxing and UFC, it was so good. It was amazing. They went, all right, enough of this. And Conor, Khamzat, Jamal Hill. They're just pissed all over us. They're just pissed right on our face.
And speaking of Jamal Hill, he listed his injuries.
He had fluid in the knee?
He has a lot of stuff. 2 tears in his meniscus, sprained ACL, and Baker's cyst. I don't really know, but it seems like it's like fluid that builds up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because you see how you have those vials there where he's taking out. That's just, I've had it on my knee. It's almost like a titty. You got a titty, like a B cup on your knee, and just keep pulling the fluid, and it just keeps coming back. There's nothing you can do. Eventually it'll go away, but when it's all inflamed like that and there's that void there, you just keep draining it. It keeps coming back. You just you got 2 pairs of tits. Yeah, if it's on both legs, you got a nice set of tits.
Yeah, you just got titty knee.
Tit knee.
The Rock has something similar, right? Was elbow?
The Rock?
You didn't see it?
Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Like recently?
Yeah, recently.
I had a titty on my elbow before. When I fought Chris Tucker, I kept draining it. Does not matter.
We used to call it swellbow in skating.
Swellbow?
Yeah, swollen ass elbow.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, if you hit it really hard and you can break like the capsule, it'll fill up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He got this training for the Mark Kerr movie.
Yeah, probably because he's on the mat when you hit
Elbowing?
it. Fills up, yeah.
Yeah, but then he got drained.
I
guess
had
that's
the
what it looks like.
I had the exact same thing when I was fighting Chris Tucker and was at UFC 116 maybe. And I remember I was talking to Greg Jackson. I was like, because it was full. I was like, it was like a tit. I kept draining. I'm like, God, it keeps coming back, man. I was like, what if I get taken down? I won't be able to throw elbows. And he's like, have you ever thrown an elbow in a fight? And I was like, no. He's like, who gives a shit, right? I'm like, good point. Let's carry on. But yeah, straight up. Small A cup. Mosquito bite titties on my knee and my elbow. Yeah, he shouldn't be fighting with that. I wonder what he did. But this is better. This is better. I mean, it's just in the long run, too. It's always interesting because when you think of Alex Pereira, Jiri, guys who take short notice fights, they're getting, as the kids will say, bags, right? But it's kind of short-sighted. It's very short-sighted. So let's say in a weird world, Alex Pereira were to lose this. This way he's my pound for pound 1 or 2 here, probably 2. But he's up there because the risk is the pros and cons of doing short notice. Again, they're probably paying him a bag to save the card. It's great. But if you lose, you're no longer the champ, and so you're not making champ money. Your sponsorships are going down. So it's like you're going to get this bag up front, but in the long run, if you've been more almost calculated about it and didn't take as many risks, but that's fighting. They're also, but this is what they do. Like everyone says, oh, I'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. 90% of the roster is not like that. Because you got to be a businessman. That's the way I have managers. But there's guys like Alex Pereira who's like, yeah, I'm about that life. But he's doing it at a world title level. Like Cowboy Cerrone did it a ton, right? He's one of the greatest to ever fight, and we all love him for it. But Alex is doing this with titles. Wild as fuck. Yeah, so much movement, man. Fight guy's just pissing on us, man. Somebody pissed him off.
You did say though, I think in this case it's different because they're both doing short notice, so it's more fair, more even.
That's better.
Yeah,
that's better. I would say the short notice helps Jiri out more because his style's so wild, But again, they're familiar with each other. They fought before, so I'm cool with it.
I'm glad they saved the card too. I mean, the card was great, but they needed something big, and this is good.
I don't know what else they could have done.
You heard about them saying like if Chandler was to take another fight, if they did Holloway, but even this I like better.
They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. Yeah. Also, it screws Chandler, who's been waiting for for his big fight. It's still in the division. Then what do you do with Conor?
Yeah. And what if? So do you think? I know it's gonna lose some appeal, but if Chandler did do a fight, it was a good fight, but he lost, and could they still do the Conor fight?
Nope.
And it would work? No,
that's over. You missed the boat.
Well, there you go.
Because you're still waiting for Conor. If he fights in September, even if he fought, even if he had a good fight and won, but there's still, it'd be tough. Like you're risking so much if you're Chandler. It just doesn't make sense. Also, who else can you fight that's a bigger name than Conor?
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
So if it doesn't happen by the end of the year, he should probably then move on then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I would say if you don't have something, I mean, it's tough, man. I was gonna say if you don't have something on paper by October, let's just keep on keeping on. But I don't know. What do you do if you're Chandler? Because he's what, 39?
38, I think.
38? Mm-hmm. This is your fight? I don't know, man. I don't know what you do. What do you do if you're Conor? You know what I'm saying? What do you do if you're Conor?
I mean, just why bother fighting? I don't know.
Yeah, I bet it's in him, but he's older. The injury, you know, you got the injury. You got other.
Do you know something about this injury?
I don't know, man. But you got other factors working in there. So what do you? If you're Conor, what do you do? Because if you don't fight, what?
Oh, nothing. I just had a technical thing.
Oh, because if you don't fight Chandler, I don't know. Because if you don't fight this year, it's probably over, right?
Yeah.
The ride's over.
Or if he doesn't fight this year, then definitely the Chandler thing would be over. But if you wanted to entertain the old, you know, like the trilogy, or, you know, Nate Diaz or something like that, like I get it, but the Chandler thing's kind of.
I think that ship sailed too, man. Because Nate and even Jorge's not really.
Yeah.
I know it's not the UFC, but it's not. Until they get on that scuffle, no one's talking about it like that. Though, you know, he could.
Even at this point, it's like, why are you fighting?
Yeah, I don't.
What else is there? He was double champ. He's crazy. He's legend. His money. Like what else? What else is there?
One last hurrah.
Yeah,
There's nothing like a Conor fight, but I guess one last hurrah.
It's got to be him wanting that, you know, spotlight, because it kind of goes away when you don't fight that long, right?
For sure.
So I don't know.
And at his age, like with this leg injury, like the camps are brutal. You know, he likes to party. You know,
Definitely loves to party.
yeah. I don't know. I hope they announce it soon. Something soon.
Well, Dana,
I've heard December.
Dana said he's like not gonna talk about it
yeah.
until it's like locked in, and like he's done like talking about it until they're there.
Yeah,
So I don't think
you can tell Dana's sick of this shit too.
Yeah, yeah.
But Ariel reported they were trying to do it so they were going to announce it all like as a fucking bundle package, like a whole bundle package. Like Conor's out, here's the new date. Conor and Chandler's off, but here's the new date. Here's Alex Jiri. Here's the like a whole bundle package, you know. But they just couldn't do it. It's tough,
Damn.
dude.
The back-to-back would have been so freaking badass. Khamzat and then the Conor. Dude, that would have been sick.
God, it'd been great.
That's fighting.
Fight God, someone pissed him off, man.
Yeah.
Someone pissed him off. What else you got?
Let's go to. Oh yeah, this is cool. So Izzy, he announced his comeback today, and so I'm not sure if the UFC announced it, but Izzy announced it at 3:05 against Dricus du Plessis in Perth, Australia, August.
Because originally Jiri and Alex Pereira were supposed to fight on this.
Oh, 3:05.
Yeah,
Perth.
and then they pulled him off that, and then you got Izzy.
So he's back. He wanted to take a layoff, but I'm not even sure how long
That's
it
the
was.
fight. That's the fight. That's a great fight, and I assume Strickland gets the winner of that. Khamzat sure as hell not getting it.
Can you imagine? They're not going to put. Yeah, they're not going to risk that anymore. But yeah, that's a dope fight. That's the one we wanted initially, but it just didn't happen.
I'm just curious what you do with Robert Whittaker. Because if Robert Whittaker smokes homeboy on Saturday, he's obviously lost to Izzy a bunch of times.
And
they
wants
lost
to
yeah,
Dricus.
we just had it. He's just a fighter's fighter. He's just fighting to fight. Yeah, and then you got Strickland waiting in the wings too.
Yeah, what do you do then?
I don't know. It's tough. But you can tell the UFC's like, all right, we can't depend on Khamzat. Bonico, let's get your shit going. Like, that's what we're doing here. He's fighting Hidalgo, which is a good step up. Let's see where he's at there. If he mops the floor with Hidalgo, get ready. They're taking the chains off our boy. Let's take a little break, kids, because O'Reilly Auto Parts, oh my God. O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly's Auto Parts offers friendly, helpful service and parts knowledge you need for all your maintenance and repairs. I go to them all the time. They're literally 8 blocks from my house. I go to them for everything. I need nuts and bolts for my hood. Casey helped me out. Casey can vouch for this. I need to put this new hood, this Ram Air hood, on my Lightning, and I didn't have the right setup, the bolts and everything. So I went to O'Reilly. They helped your boy out. Your boy's up and popping now. All right. So O'Reilly, they got you covered, man. If you need your battery tested, they got you. Check engine light on, say less. They have ASE certified master technicians to help you out. So don't ignore that check engine light, but also don't stress out about it either. You can get that fixed, man. All right. So whatever you need, if you're a car expert or you're a rookie, you'll find the employees at O'Reilly Auto Parts got you covered, man. The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts are your one-stop shop for all things auto, do-it-yourself, and you can find what you really need in-store or online. Stop O'Reilly Auto Parts today. Visit them at O'ReillyAuto.com/shop. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/shop. O'Reilly. What else you got, Jen?
Oh, so I guess, apparently it leaked the 305 card. So
I love how people think like, oh, gotcha. Oh, Dana, you left them the names up in the back. Hey, they're worth $12 billion. You think that their social media teams like, oh my God, again, we left UFC 305 on the freaking board. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. No, dude, figure it out.
I don't know, man. Game of Thrones left a Starbucks cup in the.
That's
shell.
true. The small Starbucks cup on that giant castle set.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a fucking tons of millions.
Yeah.
Project. Did you watch House of Dragons last night?
No. I don't like House of Dragons. It sucks.
ooh, you pissed him off.
We'll talk after. But what's this?
I guess some fans were disappointed when they saw some of the names. So obviously Stylebender's on there. Then they saw Song Yadong, JDM, Steve.
But do we have the matchups or it's just the names?
I think they just saw. That's what they can see.
JDM's great. Steve Erceg, okay.
Just fought for the title.
Dude, these are dope.
And
you don't know who else they're fighting. Yeah. I don't have an issue with any of those names.
Mm-hmm. And that's all I saw from Wiki. Casey O'Neill and Teresa. The other one I don't know, but yeah.
That fight's when?
August 18th.
Damn, not that far away.
Mm-hmm. And 17th, depending on your time zone thingy, whatever.
I'm excited for Izzy to come back. That's the fight. That's the best fight.
That's been the fight, so yeah, that's going to be dope.
What else you got, Jen?
This Ariel Helwani and Michael Bisping have been beefing now. So, during the whole reporting, Ariel did say that, it's potentially that Conor might be out. Then there's high hopes that he's going to be in, and then blah, blah, this and that. And then I guess Michael Bisping was frustrated with Ariel reporting on that stuff. And this is what he said on his own Believe in Me podcast.
Ariel Helwani out there. I like both these guys. I guess the Real Housewives of MMA. Let's do it. Ariel Helwani's out there a lot of time posting and tweeting like he's an expert on everything. But he knows nothing. He's putting feelings out there. That's what he loves to do. That's a badge of honor. He likes to break news. If I hear a situation, I'm not doing investigative journalism, trying to find out, like my life depends on it. I'll risk everything so I can be the one to break it, but who gives a fuck? It's none of your Weird.
He went hard on him, yeah.
It's none of your business.
What will be
it's
will
literally
be.
his job. So that doesn't make sense.
And he says, stay out of it, you prick. And then Ariel
I wonder what their issues was. I don't get it. They used to be friends. I don't know. I don't get in the middle of it. I like both guys. But I will say this is like, not that I have the same resources Ariel has, or he does like, 5 legit,
or at least 3
sources, stuff like I don't do any of that, nor do I give a flying fuck to. But Ariel, like he's a legit journalist, so he will do that. To be fair to Ariel too, but Bisping knows how it goes. There has to be something more going on here. But that Conor stuff, like their camp held it close to their chest, but it came out like 100% on. Like it's happening. Don't worry about it. Till 3 days later, like, hey man, actually it's not. So Ariel's doing what he can. And I know also they told Ariel, I think before, but they said, hey, off the record. Which when you're a reporter or journalist, when they say off the record, now you can go ahead and you can make that news, but they're never going to work with you again. And we're talking about Conor's camp, the biggest in the world. But I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why Bisping would be going at Ariel. I don't know.
It's pretty hard too, like not like a normal going at him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want any part of it.
So,
I like both of them. But to say it's not his, not his lane, it's like he's literally a journalist. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Beef gets ratings, though, so maybe that's why they're doing it.
So since then, Ariel went on the Ringer MMA show, and he had your same sentiments where he's like, that's exactly my job, though, right? As a journalist, that's his job to do that kind of reporting. And then he went on to say that Michael Bisping used to be a bad boy, but then since working with Dana, he became a bootlicker. You know what I mean? To be on Dana's good side.
Because he's a company man or something?
Pretty much, that kind of stuff. And then he also said, like,
it's about to get ugly.
He talks smack because he did commentating on Power Slap, too, that was a dig at Bisping. I didn't know Bisping was doing commentating on Power Slap, but apparently he is.
Yeah, dude, I would do commentating on Power Slap. I mean,
just for the money?
The money, it's also, the money, it's not, you're not compared to the UFC, right? Like, it's a completely different thing. You work for the UFC, and Dana's like, yo, I got this new thing. Who knows where it's going to go? Like, it's not like Bisping's like, man, these guys are like Anderson Silva or Vitor Belfort or Khamzat. No. He's probably like, this shit's wild, He's getting a paycheck for it. I don't have an issue with that. Here's the difference, but here's the problem is, and I know Bisping, I love Bisping. He's different than a lot of guys where someone can talk shit about me and I'll wake up the next morning and nothing but love, forgive him, it's all good. Bisping's like a baby British elephant. He doesn't let anything go. Anything. So it's just, you don't want to be on his. I'm not saying that Ariel cares. I'm just saying he's different, man, where he holds on to things. Yeah, but to make fun for being like a company man, I don't get that either. I don't get either of their arguments. What's going on here? Right?
So there's something.
But also, no one like broke the exclusive news of this. Like, I had for a fact word on exactly what happened. I just went 100% off. See ya, and then jumped in the pool, right, with no pants on. See ya, bloop. And then everyone else is doing their thing. I don't get why they're neither make good points. I don't think so, because with Bisping being like, it's not even your job, stay out of it. It's exactly his job. And then for Ariel to make fun of a slap fight, I get it, and I make fun of slap fight, but okay. You don't like that he does slap fight commentating either?
What?
You don't like that he does slap fighting commentating either?
I didn't know. I thought it was a little weird, but then I
didn't know they have commentary on there.
Yeah.
I've never seen. I see like 99.99% of the world that consumes slap fighting. I see social media clips. That's why they have so many views. That's what. Remember, it was on TNT, and they're like, "Hey man, hey man, an hour of this, hey man." So it's just not made for that platform. I didn't know they have commentators. Like, next up is Gary. It's
Dude.
like,
yeah. So as soon as you said that you would do it, I started thinking like, if you did it, it would be freaking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah, you would just talk.
oh, so much fun. Oh, dude, the amount of fun I would have doing that, that'd be so fun.
Yeah. All right.
But also, and like, Bisping's a witty, funny guy too, so he's perfect for it. Because you can't be like
too professional. Yeah.
Here's Greg the Diesel. Greg the Diesel's 2-2 in his last outings here. He takes a. It's like you can't be serious.
Yeah, slapping out of Texas Tech.
It's a slapping started for him in 4th grade when his mother slapped him across the face for saying the N-word. And once he got slapped across the face, he realized this is what I want to do forever. And so he practiced every day slapping. Like, you can't. You just be like, yeah, this dude was trying to play football and just didn't make the cut. So he ate everything in sight and stumbled across the slap fight thing, and now he's just slapping the shit out of people. This is hilarious, It's not. I don't know. It's a tough. You got to have characters on there. You're not gonna have Bob Costas doing that job, or like Ariel Helwani. Or Luke Tom, like, you can't. You have to have someone that's gonna have fun with it, not take it too serious.
Yeah, that's a good calling for you to do, just to make it super funny.
Yeah. I might be the guy for the job, but I shot myself in the foot, didn't I?
You never know, dude.
Yeah, you never know.
This news came out after we recorded last week, but Gilbert Burns and Sean Brady are going to headline a UFC Fight Night on September 7th.
Amazing fight, great fight. Love that fight.
And this is John Jones talking smack about Tom Aspinall after he rewatched the Curtis Blades Tom Aspinall fight. And I'll just show you his.
Yeah, I saw. I don't get why John's doing this either. It's like he's posting, like, trying to degrade Aspinall. It's like, I don't, because eventually you're gonna have to fight him, man, or not. You just, don't do it. But it's like, why not? If you think you're gonna fight this guy eventually, why not build him up and be like, dude, he might be it. He might be the next man. I've never seen anything like this, man. Biggest, fastest I've ever seen. Now behind the scenes, John's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this British dude. But to build him up, man, because that would only build the fight bigger, all that tweeting when all you have to do is go in the cage with Aspinall. You don't even have to agree to 5 rounds. 3 is all needed to put your lights out. Weird, for this guy to say that. But then jump it. I was fighting against Curtis earlier today. Honestly, it was my first time seeing it. Your boy was getting that ass kicked. His knee blowing was the best thing that could have happened to him. I've learned over the years never to bet against American wrestlers. That's a good point, too. I'm going to laugh the hardest if your boy ends up losing. That's the thing. It's not a for sure thing that he beats Curtis Blades. It's a tough fucking fight. But if I'm John, I would go a different angle. To be like, I've seen all before. All the you guys keep saying he's the next best thing. He's the next guy that's going to beat me. It's never, why not be like, yeah, man, this man, you guys might be right here. You might have found him, dude. Man, this is going to be a nightmare for me. Boy, I'm training harder than ever, and you build that up. And then if he gets past Curtis Blades, I get past Stipe, that's what's next. Greatest heavyweight fight ever, But to just downgrade and degrade Aspinall is just, it doesn't make sense to me.
All right. This happened over the weekend. So Gervonta Davis fought that guy Martin and KO'd him in the 8th round. It was pretty hardcore.
Damn, Chin's all TMZ today, isn't he? Did you hear what Bisping said about Ariel? Oh my God.
Real Housewives, yeah.
Real Housewives. Yeah, Ryan Garcia, yeah, that stuff's tough.
This was weird because, all right. So this is kind of messed up. Ryan Garcia.
I saw he tweeted. Yeah, it's nasty.
So let me just say it so you don't have to say it, but he was making, he was saying that he had, slept with Caleb Plant's wife, but he said it was like back in the day, but he kept saying, like, oh, it was good, this and that. And then he went further saying like, I put my thing in her mouth, that kind of stuff. Anyways, Caleb saw him at the fights and threw a beer right at his face. The video sucks, so I won't show you, but that was pretty much what happened there. And then I don't know why Ryan's doing this to Caleb. Like it's just fucked up.
Yeah, it's weird. But then it'll be like, Jesus 316, it's like, I thought you were, what? Yeah, it's weird.
Like at this point, I don't know what's going on with Ryan.
Me neither.
Definitely he has some stuff going on for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that shit though.
Yeah, it sucks.
Let's take a little break. The world's first alcohol detoxifier that reduces blood alcohol content in as little as 30 minutes. That's real, all right? Safety Shot is real, kids. You can have that last shot and wake up feeling refreshed. Take your kids to Little League. Don't be the weird dad that sleeps in and is all hungover. We got you covered, man. When you're the guy that leaves the fight night early because you don't want to take the shot, I'm worried. Now you don't have to. Safety Shot got you covered. Sharper mind and body, liver support, well-being boost, gut support, and hydration. We got you covered. So when you're going out with your friends and you got a gym date in the morning, get it done. Feel refreshed. Just go to drinksafetyshot.com. Use the code Brendan to get 10% off. That's drinksafetyshot.com. Promo code's Brendan. You get 10% off. Anything else, buddy?
Did we talk about Mike Perry versus Jake Paul on this show?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so we're not sure if it's going to be a boxing match or bare knuckle or whatever. It's still in its infancy, but what do you think of them actually fighting?
It's for sure going down.
I think they both posted it, but let me double check.
I would assume it's going to be boxing. That'd be wild if Jake Paul agreed to a bare knuckle against.
Well, sources say set for July 20th.
July 20th. Now, I put on my Instagram story, and I tagged Jake and Logan and Mike Perry and was like, is this for real? Mm-hmm. And everyone gave thumbs up. So,
Paul's a minus 220 favorite.
Paul's a favorite.
That has to be boxing then for sure. Then
it's boxing for sure. I mean, anyway, that doesn't say Jake doesn't have balls is wild. Like, I know you guys hate on him for the whole Disney stuff or whatever. You don't like him. He's fighting Mike Tyson. For him to fight fucking Mike Perry, here's the difference: is everybody that Jake has fought, for the most part, have been a little older, right? Where he can knock him out. Now, but as far as a guy like being in his grill, like 24, like no quit. No, you're going to have to end this dude's night by a straight right hand or left hook. You have to shut off the lights. But as far as a guy that's not going to stop and is going to make your night so difficult, stylistically, he's a nightmare. Yeah, Jake's bigger. Dude, I'm just telling you, as far as like toughest matchups, boy, it's Mike Perry. Boy, you got a dog. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry is reported set for July 20th. As I mentioned last week, Jake was in a difficult position with $10 million undercard. He had to move fast as those fighters would be able to wait for a Mike Tyson bout in December. Yeah, there's a whole card on there.
Oh,
right?
that? Okay. Gotcha.
Dude, out of all the guys, but you got to do like a big name too, dude. And out of all the, you got the junkyard dog. Ooh, yeah. Dude, I don't know why I sound like Macho Man there for a second. The junkyard dog. And I'll tell you something. It's weird. I don't know why I talk like that. I don't know why that happened. I apologize. It turned to Macho Man Randy Savage. Out of everyone, it's the most dangerous fight. But the hate on him, you know, and even when this is announced, though, some people are like, oh, now Mike Perry's going to take a fall? It's like, oh my God, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. It's by far the riskiest fight for Jake Paul. Also, just so everyone's aware, I just want to be very clear for the viewers out there. Everyone watching this understands Mike Perry is a much more difficult fight for Jake Paul than Mike Tyson. Correct. Please tell me you're nodding your head in your car. Right? Or no? I mean, that's... The level of difficulty is extraordinary higher with a young Mike Perry versus 6-year-old Mike Tyson with ulcers. Okay? It is a tough fight. Much tougher fight. I know those of you living back in the day, boy, but if you've seen Mike Tyson hit mitts, if he catches them, shut up. Dude, Mike Perry, dude? Have you watched him lately? He broke Luke Rockhold's teeth off. He broke his teeth off. That happened in real time. He is a dog. And he's not 60. He doesn't have ulcers. Like, it's a legit fight. Out of all the guys, by far the riskiest fight for Jake Paul.
Think about Mike Perry. Last time he was here for Food Truck a while ago, like he was trying to get big fights in BKFC. He was trying to like still holding out hope to get back in the UFC. Yep. And now since then he's beat MVP, Luke Rockhold, and now he's fighting Jake Paul.
Hilarious.
That's awesome.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't even need the UFC.
No.
Like now, he's trying. He was like, man, hopefully they'll give me a call, something like that. And now it's like
he's leapfrogged it.
Yeah. Dude, think about this. This dude leaves the UFC. He beats Michael Venom Page, Luke Rockhold, Eddie Alvarez, Pitbull. Now he's fighting Jake Paul. Now he's fighting with, dude. It's wild. It's such a success story.
And the last three, they all could not continue. They were just like, it's over, it's done.
Doctor stoppages. He's breaking people's fucking teeth in. It's great.
Dude, awesome.
He should never go back to the UFC. He probably has like this chip on his shoulder where he wants to get back there because, it didn't work. No. Do this, dude. He has to be making bank too, man.
Yeah. And, Dana and that guy Feldman, they were like talking. So who knows, maybe if he does want to get back, Mike Perry would be bigger than ever if he wanted to return somehow.
I wouldn't do it.
Just I wouldn't do it. Money there.
No, be the face of this, be the ultimate winner. Like he's doing it right. Because you got Jake Paul out there. Maybe Logan fancies himself. Mike Tyson clearly doesn't give a fuck. Maybe he'll fight him. Mike versus Mike. Who knows? Nate Diaz. All that's out there for you for the money. KSI. I don't know what the fuck these kids do. They're wild.
What happens if Jake loses? Let's say this fight's it's not 100% confirmed, but let's say Jake loses to Mike Perry. Does that screw over the Tyson fight?
Nope. People are so naive and just so like Paul Tyson, you know? I don't think he does anything to him. It's a tough fucking fight for Jake, man.
Yeah.
It's wild. But I think short notice, his team's trying to figure out. They want to get those other fighters paid. There's not a lot of names out there out of all the guys. And Paul brothers got some balls. I know you guys don't like him. Say what you want to say. That is a fucking risky move, man. Risky move. Shout out to him. All right, is that it, Chin?
That's it.
UFC Fight Night is going down, more like Fight Day. It's going down in Saudi Arabia at 12 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be doing a live JRE live from Austin with Joey Diaz, Mr. Joseph Rogan, Brian Callen, and myself. It is on ABC. The fight's on ABC. We'll be live on YouTube, Joe Rogan's YouTube, and then uploads to Spotify. But check it out, kids. That's it. Crazy weekend. Thank you guys for listening. Like, subscribe, do your thing. Happy belated Father's Day out there to all the real dads. If you're a shitty dad, I'm not talking to you. Love you guys. We're out.